friends, I'm Simple Cheeks and welcome back to another speed build. Happy Sunday and I hope you're all doing alright. Today we're building a public library. This is in the world of Copperdale, which is the world that came with the high school years expansion pack. This lot is the Lakeview library lot, I think, and it's a 20 by 20 lot. And I originally built the shelf for this library when high school years first came out. So I'm not sure if it's already a year ago or a few months ago. I'm not sure. But anyway, I built the shelf for quite a while now, and I just for the life of me couldn't figure out the floor plan until I forgot about this build and moved on with my other builds. But since we got the Book Nook kit a while ago, I got inspired to try working on this library again. And so what I tried to do is to work out a floor plan first. And once I got a floor plan that I was happy with, I bulldozed the slot and rebuilt it, and I just started to decorate it from there. And so for the exterior, I think most of the items that we used here came with the high school years expansion pack, especially the windows and the door that we are using here. And I had tried to mix it up with items from Discover University. I think this flower wall decorations that we have here, and also the flower boxes and this fake balcony all came with the Discover University expansion pack. And so I feel like this build could also fit in the world of Brightchester, which is the world that we have for Discover University. For the color scheme, I used the wallpapers that came with the high school years. I think the bottom one is the brick that we have from high school years, and the one on the second floor is, I think it's also a brick, but it's a different kind, or at least the texture is different. And for this one, we are using the railings from Discover University, and this build is pretty symmetrical, I would say. So we have this balcony on the left and the right side, and even with the floor plan that we came up with, it's pretty symmetrical. But I tried to decorate it differently for each side, and so I really tried to also include different activities for Sims to try for this library. So aside from the usual activities that we have for the library, like of course reading, I have also included a few computers and some chess tables. And then for these balconies that we have on the left and on the right side, one of it has a telescope and the other one has an easel. So there's quite a variety of activities that your Sims can do on this lot. And then for the landscaping, we just kept it pretty simple. I decided to cover the entire lot with this flooring that is quite similar to the pathway that we have here for this lot. And for me to be able to landscape, I used these flower beds that came with the base game, or it's from the debug menu. And so I placed some landscaping on it, and we just kept the exterior pretty simple. We added some benches, trash cans, and at the back of the building, I decided to include a bike rack. So you'll see it, I think, a bit later on, but included a few bikes at the back just so it would look like it's a place that is actively full of Sims. So yeah, for the interior, I'd say it's quite cluttered. I think for it's I don't usually clutter my builds that much, but I feel like for this library I went all out. So there are a lot of books scattered around the build, and I also used a lot of items from the everyday clutter kit, like the tumblers, the magazines, what else? Yeah, I think I used a lot of items from that kit because I really want this library to feel like it's a place that is actively being used. I want it to look like Sims really do come here to study. So I feel like this library could also work if you're into storytelling. I feel like it looks nice when you do take screenshots, but I also kept in mind that the spaces need to be functional. So I have play tested this build and everything functions as normal. So yeah, what else can we talk about? I don't think I have a whole lot of things to talk about this build, so maybe we can talk about something else. So I think I have already shared this. Yeah, I already shared this on Twitter, but I haven't shared this news here on YouTube or in any speed builds that I had released so far, because I have been pre-recording a lot, and so all the previous speed builds that you have seen so far are all pre-recorded, and so this is the first time that I'll be talking about this. And so I just wanted to share that I have been accepted to the EA Creator Network program, and I am really happy that I am now part of the EA Creator Network, which is something that I have been aiming for even before I started my YouTube channel. So yeah, I actually applied. I think it's already a year ago. I haven't shared this anywhere else when I applied, because I didn't really think that I would make it, and so I just wanted to save myself some embarrassment if I didn't get into the program, and so I didn't share it with you guys. But I'm just really happy that we made it. So I really think that the right term to say is we made it, because I feel like I wouldn't have done it without you guys, because you guys are the ones who watch and engage with every content I put out for The Sims. And honestly speaking, it's one of the metrics that they look at when they accept creators into the program. So yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, what else can we talk about? Are there any of you who are Taylor Swift fans or Swifties? Have you listened to the Speak Now Taylor's version, which came out yesterday by the time I am recording this? What is your favorite track from the Speak Now album? What is your favorite Vault track? Please let me know down in the comments. For me, my favorite would be Innocent and Long Live. Um, I love Innocent because, especially the line where it says, "It's okay, life is a tough crowd, 32 and still growing up now." I just that line just hits different now that I am in my 30s. Wow, age reveal. But yeah, I just feel like I relate more about it now that I'm in my 30s and have experienced life for quite a while now. So I love Innocent, and I have been listening to it nonstop since yesterday. The other one that I really love about Speak Now is Long Live. It is one of my absolute favorites. There's just something about Long Live that I can't explain. Every time I listen to it, I just feel really emotional. Maybe because I feel like I grew up with Taylor and I have seen her in all of her eras, and now she's this big sparkling phenomenon. I'm so happy for her. So yeah, those were my favorite tracks from Speak Now TV, or Taylor's version. For the vault tracks, my favorite so far is The Foolish Ones. Yeah, so that's it. I really wished I could go to the Eras tour. I live in Manila, and the closest I could go to is in Singapore, which is also a Southeast Asian country, and it's the only country that is included in the Eras tour. There's also Japan for Asia, but I will have to get a Japan visa for that. So I think the closest that I could get is Singapore. And the Singapore leg is happening next year. I think there are 6 shows for Singapore. The public sale for Singapore happened yesterday and it's already sold out. So I wanted to go, but if there would be an Eras tour here in Manila by Miracle, I'd definitely go. But in this economy, I feel like it's not smart for me to splurge that much money to go to an overseas concert, even though I love her, because it's not just the ticket you're going to buy, but also the airfare to Singapore, the accommodation, and other expenses like food, transportation, etc. And so I just decided to not even try to secure tickets to the Singapore leg of the Eras tour. I felt sad when I really felt sad when the international dates came out the first time, and learned that Manila is not included yet again. I think I just woke up by that time, and the first thing that I saw when I opened the Facebook was the international dates. So my day that day was really bad. So yeah, but I think the last time she was here was on her Red tour, and I was still a student back then, so I really wouldn't afford to go. So yeah, I felt sad for quite a while, but I think I'm now on my acceptance stage, and I have been just enjoying listening to her tracks whenever I build. So yeah, if you have gone to the Eras tour, share your experience below, because I'd love to live it through you guys. And I have been really binge watching some TikToks and Reels regarding the Eras tour, because I feel like that's the closest I can get for the Eras tour. So yeah, anyway, I think that's pretty much all I have for you today. If you want to download this build, it is already up in the Sims 4 gallery. My ID is simpolcheeks, which is the same as my YouTube handle and everywhere else. You can also find it under the hashtag simpolcheeks. If you want to download the tray files, they are completely free and they are linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching and I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Let's talk again on my next video. Bye!